There we go. We're live. We're continuing the story of Genshin Impact and Snezhnaya. Yes. This is part 3. This will also be a bit of a shorter stream. We'll see how far we get today. But I'm pretty excited. So far I've been really enjoying... I have been really... For some reason, my brain just broke because I tried to use my controller and my controller wasn't working and my keyboard is working and I didn't switch it to the controller. There we go. Problem solved. Anyways. Yes, wait. Wait. There's a problem. There's a problem. I see problem. I gotta fix problem and problem needs to be solved. Where's... Problems. Where? I think I fixed problem, right? I fixed problem. Okay. I know that was completely random. But I saw a problem and problem needed to be solved. And now we can start. We can start the story of Genshin Impact, or more like continue the story of Genshin Impact. Anyways, this is part 3 to the story of Snezhnaya. And I've gotten a little bit further on the map, but we're not doing maps today. We're doing this. Anyways, this is Kiwi and Terry's your imaginary friend VTuber, and we're going to continue the story of Genshin Impact. Now let's jump into it, because I've been distracted and fixing all the problems that sort of don't need to be fixed right this second, but I can't help it, so they get fixed. We'll go with this team. Let us go. Alright, we're going this way. I don't know where... Oh! That's right, that's on top of there, isn't it? I'll have to go get that later. Did I mark that? I did mark that. Okay, I don't need to get that. Alright. Going this way. We're not going that way, we're going this way. Going this way and here. Why is everything breaking all the time? Okay, let me fix this again. Excuse me. Don't do that. Thank you. Now, go back in here. Fix this. There we go. Never ends. Alright, here we go.
You're back! Here pretty early today.
Mm-hmm. How are you feeling?
Paimon was just gonna mention that. After she woke up today, Paimon felt like her temperature was completely back to normal. But her strength still hasn't returned.
That's interesting.
There's some good news. Paimon thinks she might have figured out the source of the problem.
Oh, what would that be?
It's like there's some kind of mysterious power affecting Paimon. Paimon's never felt this way before during any of her travels.
I had water. Okay. Yeah, that's not good.
She only started feeling this way since we arrived in Snezhnaya.
Some kind of power, you say?
That's right. The Armory Palace needs a brand new energy source.
Could that have something to do with this?
It very much might, actually.
What is it? You're making that face again.
Well, let me tell you what I found out today,
The one you get whenever you have a light bulb moment?
I always have light bulb moment.
So, they're trying to develop a new energy source here? And you think that might be why Paimon's feeling unwell?
Yes.
Well, Mija denied that the energy they're researching has any side effects. Although, he did say that people working on the project have been having issues with their concentration and short-term memory.
Yeah, so there's effects.
And even so, those are completely different symptoms from Paimon's.
Can you by any chance sense where it is coming from?
It's pretty faint, so it's kind of
Alright, so all the more reason to find the purpose of their research.
Sure, Paimon's with you there. But how, though? The Rokot only has a limited amount of intel.
And there's still one avenue we haven't checked out.
Oh, great point! They argue about Project Stuja every day. If we could sit in on one of their sessions, we might pick up some new leads.
Yeps. Alright. Here's some footsteps. Hope nobody's trying to listen in on this. Anyways, time to write to Alyosha.
Good idea! Oh yeah, while you were out, Paimon tried all the yummiest looking desserts in the Potforia restaurant. This one seemed right up your alley. So, Paimon saved some for you. Come try it once you finish writing your letter.
It kinda looks like squarular fluffy pancakes or something. Anyways, where is it? Where? This, okay, never mind, we wait. Alright. Never mind, I gotta do another one. Apparently I cannot read. There it goes. It spins around. Okay. We do it.
Alyosha replied. He says that we won't be able to speak at the Vetcha, but
Oh,
he
wrong
can
way.
arrange for us to attend as visitors. Time to get ready. Then head to the Snezhnograd Vetcha.
Alright, we go this way. I should also probably just heal up my Hoot Tower pretty quickly here. Because even though I know she likes to be dead, I think she should be a little bit more alive than this. Alright, this way. We're going. We're down. Oh, what's her name? Borisha's here.
Ah, Miss Vodyanitsa, prima donna of the Korolievsky troupe. What a surprise meeting you here. Will you be sitting in on a session of the Vetcha?
Sorry, I'm not taking interviews today. Oh good, you're here. The session's about to begin. Let's get inside.
Please wait, Miss Vodyanitsa. Could you introduce me to your new friend?
Nope, we gotta go. We got places to be. Shortly after we take our seat, the meeting of the Snezhnograd Vetcha officially begins. Discussions on whether to extend Project Stuja are saved until the end. As the rooster, Pusinella? I probably am... Wait, Pulsinella? I don't know if I'm saying that right. Shares various energy-related statistics. The dull and lifeless room suddenly becomes very animated. Now that's pretty. I don't know what that is. This looks very much like the port in Mondstadt.
The energy management commitments made for the outgoing period have been delivered upon. Furthermore, both the production and consumption of Kresnik Crystal show clear signs of stabilizing.
Okay, new Harbinger. Well, we've known about this Harbinger for a while, but we finally get to see the dude.
The relevant agencies have assessed the present circumstances and determined that the status quo can be sustained until the next period. For detailed statistics, I would refer you to the industry reports that have been distributed to all persons present. It should also be noted that while the recent blizzards have led to a significant increase in people's energy expenses, this is strictly a short-term phenomenon associated with a remotely located monster. Her Majesty the Tsaritsa is giving her full attention to this matter. We should have every confidence that it will be dealt with swiftly and conclusively. A financial report on disaster relief is also present in this report, courtesy of Pantalone.
Oh, yes. This dude. Why does the noise keep getting louder here?
They cover the same old ground every single time. The rooster never seems to mind, but everyone else is getting tired of it.
Yeah, it kind of feels like he's, like, repeating, for the most part, things we all already know.
There's a general lack of trust. People aren't seeing any tangible benefits that affect them directly. Of course, none of that will be reflected in any of the reports on the table.
Yeah, if it weren't for these hard copy documents, I could have at least made something up.
I was meaning to ask, why are you still here?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just out here trying to hit my interview quotas. Bring out the kvass. Ever read it? Best-selling newspaper in town.
Can't say I have.
If I remember correctly, you guys don't even have a sales permit. You have to sell from stalls on the street.
Okay then, best-selling street stall newspaper in town. Still counts.
Yeah, okay.
Order! We will now open the floor to the representatives. If there are no further substantive issues to discuss, we will then proceed to a vote on this motion.
Snezhnaya has a long tradition
Oh.
of treating members of the Fatui armed forces and their dependents favorably.
Hi, Mr. Worldwide.
But recent surveys shows that Fatui families in remote areas have access to 15% less crystal than the average civilian family in Snezhnograd. It's been said many times before, but it bears repeating now. There needs to be a clear and consistent rationale behind how crystal is allocated, or we will soon face immense public backlash.
Perhaps you wouldn't need to keep repeating yourself if you would hear me out for once. I say again, true consistency exists only in principle. In the real world, fairness is relative.
Every time I hear this man talk, he sounds like Sebastian from Black Butler. I wouldn't be surprised if they're the same voice actor, but they sound pretty darn similar to me.
You appear to treat resource allocation as a simple function of production and population. So what about when the equipment used in production breaks down? Have you factored that into your equation? And do you even know how long it's been since Snezhnaya last conducted a census?
If I knew the answers to questions like that, I'm sure I'd be a very wealthy man. And I doubt I'd be going by child. I'd like to bring the focus back to the specific issue I raised. Or do you wish to deny that favorable treatment for Fatui dependents is our long-standing policy?
It's easy to be a critic when there's no accountability. That seems to be a running theme in the anti-Project Stuja cohort. Defeat the ringleader and all other problems will magically resolve themselves. That's what they seem to think. But in case you aren't aware, not one jot in my report would change whether Project Stuja continues or not.
So you have no intention whatsoever of finding a solution to this problem?
On the contrary, I'm the only one here who ever brings solutions.
This is quite tense.
Child opened by speaking up for the armed forces. Regrator struck back with style and a war of words ensued.
Oh boy, that was not something I expected to see today.
Our reporter was live on the scene to get the audience's reaction as it all unfolded. Who do you support?
Why are you even asking me? I am apparently stuck with giving an answer whether I want to give an answer or not. I don't know.
The people have spoken! Child received raucous applause from the crowd as he pushed Regrator onto his back foot with a relentless barrage of questions. It had to be seen to be believed.
Ma'am. No. I do not approve. I only am going with Mr. Worldwide because I don't trust the other money man here. I trust Child more than I trust Money Man. Money Man caused problems in Sumeru.
Now you see why they don't have a sales permit.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes complete sense.
However this reporter wants to spin things, I haven't forgotten that Tartaglia was representing the Northland Bank when we first met in Liyue.
Yup.
So, surely their relationship can't always have been this strained.
No. I mean, at least I would hope it wouldn't have been.
You two are getting off topic. Let's focus on what the data is saying.
Honestly, I think the person that I would trust to hear most would honestly be Sandrone.
Mr. Pantalone, may I speak on your behalf?
Oh, please do. I'm more than happy to save my breath.
Crystal distribution policy undergoes modifications with each new period. The ultimate goal being to find the most reasonable method of allocation, which I believe is what Mr. Tartaglia also seeks. But I fear many may have been misled on this topic by extremist activists. To clarify, Project Stuja is not the root cause of the problem. It is merely a framework for resource distribution. The most recent reports all point to Snezhnaya's resilience and adaptability during this period of fine-tuning, and give clear indications that a distribution framework is improving with each iteration. To make drastic adjustments without first considering the risks would likely do more harm than good. It would be a waste of the hard-won experience we've gained to date.
Renowned scholar of finance, Arapov spoke up to clarify the fiscal logic, clearly alluding to social organizations like the Rokot in his words.
Okay, can you? Yeah.
With the notorious Lelek
Oh my
still
God.
active to this day, should the Rokot be held responsible?
Where did
No,
you get this
there
from?
is someone else to blame.
Okay, you need to. I don't know what you need. Please calm down. Alright, where did you get this from?
She's just rephrasing what Mr. Pantalone said. The Rokot are the critics he accuses of taking no responsibility for their actions.
Okay.
As for Lilac, you won't have heard of him yet. He's currently the most famous member of the Rokot. Well, more like infamous. Ending Project Stuja has become an obsession for him. Unlike the more decent ones among us, he believes that votes in the Vetcha are all that matter.
I mean, it kind of feels like we're not getting really anywhere here, though.
So whether it's threats, coercion, or bribery, he'll use whatever means necessary to get people to change their vote.
Alright, so there's more to the Rokot than I thought.
And since we're already on the subject, what do you think of Lelek's methods? Are you for or against?
I don't know. I think there's more to the story.
Well, whatever the story is, his actions benefit us all. We stand with Lelek.
At least someone here wants to take this discussion seriously. I've been considering that issue myself. What you really need is more precise regional data, right? I think it would be easiest to let the Fatui handle it, since they're already in charge of Crystal shipments anyway. We may as well get them to collect some data while they're at it. Whatever you need, you can ask the Fatui to look into it for you. In terms of supervision, I think the Druzhna would be a good fit. I had hoped to discuss this with Miss Vesna, but sadly, she's not present.
I will be happy to take a note of your suggestions and present them to Commander Vesna for a decision upon her return. The Commander has always taken a keen interest in Project Stuja. However, given the Druzhna's demanding workload, I'm afraid it may prove difficult for them to provide any practical support.
Let us refrain from jumping to conclusions until a concrete and actionable plan is in place.
My apologies, Lord Rooster.
There are numerous issues to address here, including manpower, time sensitivity, and reporting lines. Nevertheless, I support drafting a proposal. Follow the usual procedure, and it can be raised as a new motion for all parties to evaluate at the appropriate time.
In that case, I'd like to share one thought before the proposal is drafted. The issue of time sensitivity was raised just now, which I presume relates to the official reports. In fact, the Energy Commission already collects regular statistics on each urban center and its surrounding area. Would these be of any use?
That's a good idea. I read every issue of Svietlo Lydovka's report, and although my focus is mostly on the section about equipment operation, the energy consumption statistics also yield a lot of insights.
Be that as it may, does no one see an issue with using local data to determine crystal quotas? In the long term, it seems like a very risky solution.
Not if they are used purely for reference. So long as we have the report from the Northland Bank's headquarters to corroborate it, no one will be able to fool me.
Very well then. It appears that this arrangement is acceptable to all parties.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
The members reached a provisional consensus on the issue of improving treatment for Fatui soldiers.
You notice the reporter jot down a few words before suddenly crossing everything out and starting a fresh new paragraph.
Today, the prima donna of the Korailievsky troupe attended a session of the Snezhnograd Vecha in the company of a most charming young lady. The question on all our minds is, what is the true nature of their relationship?
Write anything like that again, and I'm revoking your permission to interview the troupe. Got it?
Yeah, please. Please. Alright, the remaining discussion covers everything from energy to healthcare, technology, and industry. All parties take the opportunity to express their stance on Project Stuja. You ignore Miranova as she carries on writing her sensationalist report. But after a while, you start to feel that reading the news from her might actually be more interesting than being here in person.
Now then, if there are no further contributions from those present, we shall proceed to the final vote.
Yes, apparently they have healthcare here in Snezhnaya. I don't know how good it is, but I'm gonna hope it's good.
Hey, check it out!
Is that Chuganov?
What made him vote against? Why now?
The votes have been tallied. Those in favor of continuing Project Stuja total 61%, securing a clear majority.
That was too close. The margin has shrunk yet again. Chuganov was a huge loss.
I'll bet Lelek is behind this. I wonder how Pulcinella will respond this time.
Chuganov. I see. Lelek strikes again.
We still have yet to meet this dude.
Yes, go Lelek. Once Project Stuja is defeated, our unwavering support at Bring Out the Kvass will finally pay off when we make our comeback. I can taste our victory already!
In accordance with the result of this vote, Project Stuja will remain in effect until the next Vecha period. Finally, may I remind us all, we debate only for the greater glory and solidarity of our nation. May the aurora shine ever on, and the tundra always stand firm. The session is concluded.
Alright. Guess we're going this way. Yeah, can never trust grumpy old men. I certainly don't trust that one. There's something up with that dude.
I have to say, I really wasn't expecting Chuganov to vote against Project Stuja.
Why? What's so strange about that?
Well, in principle, Snezhnaya's business and political elites ought to be the ones least likely to oppose it. As we heard, Project Stuja is basically just a resource distribution framework that requires everyone to cut back during the winter. But even if the policy got cancelled, the Tsaritsa's energy needs wouldn't suddenly go down. The extra demand from the public would have to be filled from somewhere. So logically, the factories would have to take the hit.
I mean, this explains a lot.
I got a letter from Mr. Mitya just before today's session. He said he's confirmed that there are issues around overtime and excessive energy consumption at the Iskra manufacturing plant. In a situation like this, once the Rooster receives the report, he'll order the factory to halt production and submit to an investigation before issuing a penalty. But that's a week-long process, and thus didn't make it onto the Vecha agenda this time. I don't think he suspects anything so far.
Alright, so got it. So for him it's a choice between reducing production and stopping entirely.
Exactly. And as you know, he's a very selfish person. I was originally gonna try and flip him after he received notice of the official sanctions. My plan was to convince him that the whole thing was completely unfair. Rather than just sit back and take the hit while his factory stopped production, he'd be better off voting to end Project Stuja. At least that way, no one else would be able to make any money either, because all the factories would suddenly have more limited energy to work with. But now, he's already voted against it, which means someone must have used more forceful means to change his vote. Just like with everyone else who flipped.
Do you mean Lilac?
Yeah. No one knows why Lilac is so obsessed with ending Project Stuja, but by the looks of it, he's inching closer and closer to success.
Lilac must have strong motivations, given how he'll stop at nothing to achieve his goal. Maybe he knows the full truth of Project Stuja. Maybe my next step should be to focus on him.
Oh, right. What are your plans for the rest of the day? Shall we head out?
Hey, comrade. I noticed you were here during the debate.
Oh, you're here, Mr. Worldwide.
I didn't take you for a political enthusiast.
Greetings, Harbingers. I just happened to have some free time today, and my new friend here thought it might be fun to check out the Vetcha.
Ah, Odette must have introduced you. Looks like you two are getting along pretty well.
Tell Okami man you said hi. Okay, I'll make sure you said hi. Hey Okami, this man said hi. Oh. Maybe bro has some evil. I'm gonna say Lilac probably does have some evil knowledge. That's my guess at this point. He's gotta know something.
I'll leave you to catch up. I should head back to the troop.
Sure. Break a leg and all that.
Oh. Okay. Please don't actually break a leg, because I did tell a theater friend, like, way back in the day that, for good luck, and then they actually broke their leg in a performance. Never again did I ever wish anybody that. Of course, the character he was playing was a cop, and, yeah, he was the only cop. So, for the rest of the time that showed, yeah, I'll just leave it at that. You know what? That's fine. Anyways, yes.
Thought it might be fun to check out the Vetcha, did you? Things are never that simple with you, Traveler. There's no way you're here for kicks and giggles. Tell me I'm wrong.
I mean, there's a dude named Lilac.
Oh, yeah. To some, he's a captivating enigma. To others, he's the bane of their existence. No one ever thought that some anonymous nobody from the Rokot could cause such a stir.
I mean, I do want to know who this man is.
Huh? You want to look into Lilac? Then I'm sure his days of anonymity are numbered. What do you think, Sandrone?
You should check your mailbox. Mail is important. Even if there's a lot of stuff in there that you don't need to see, but yeah. Checking mail is
Fine by
important.
me, I guess. If the Traveler actually manages to expose Lilac, it'll be doing Pulcinella a favor. In return, it seems fair to let her in on what we've learned so far.
My thoughts exactly. Sharing is caring, after all.
Yeah.
Head back to Glupov and grab the files on Lilac. It's easier to just pull the records than go through the rigmarole of getting the Traveler a visitor's permit.
As you command, child, sir.
In that case, since we're going to be waiting anyway, I'll have someone brew a pot of black tea.
Alright, we're spilling the tea.
One common thread among the many incidents Lilac has been involved in is that the victims are all too scared to share any real information about him. Clearly, he must have threatened them in some way. His modus operandi is to silently infiltrate the scene and leave a threatening letter behind. But neither the letters nor the crime scenes ever yield any clues to his identity.
Interesting.
So all these files have to offer are short statements by the people affected. They don't give us a lot to go on.
If nothing else, it shows we're dealing with a trained professional who's versed in counter surveillance.
Yes, and to that point, he often strikes in highly secure locations. The victims are high-ranking and influential people who take their personal security very seriously. Somehow, Lelik slips right into their rooms without making a sound. There's never any eyewitnesses, nor the slightest trace of a break-in.
What is this man, the wind or something?
If he can get in and out undetected, it means he can strike without warning. Not that that's ever happened so far, but the thought is enough to scare these people sleepless.
I mean, yeah.
It's hard to believe that a human being could pull this off flawlessly every time, so they switched the focus of the investigation to Faye. Unfortunately, no one's found anything yet.
I mean, even Mr. Worldwide couldn't pull this off?
Careful. Don't underestimate me. Although, truth be told, I'd probably find it hard not to blow my cover. Direct confrontation is more my style.
Yeah, you're not wrong there.
We haven't ruled out the possibility of Lelik being human. It's just, there can only be a handful of people in all of Teyvat who'd fit the profile. Faye, on the other hand, plenty would have the ability, but few would have the motive.
So they'd be as strong as Mr. Worldwide.
No, not as strong as me. You'll never find the culprit with criteria like that. Let's go with a little weaker than me.
All right. Well, I mean, what about Skirk? She's not
There's
weaker.
no denying that Master is strong, but meticulous. We can only hope.
She's just trying to find a reference point. Stop getting fixated on who's stronger than who.
Mr. Worldwide is probably pretty high profile. I mean, he is. Mr. Worldwide here is high profile. Everybody knows Mr. Worldwide. We've known Mr. Worldwide for many years. He shows up everywhere. That's why he's Mr. Worldwide. Yes. We're investigating the Fae. Yeah. So I guess we're looking for a... I mean, what I'm picturing right now is is Mr. Worldwide as a Fae.
But that's the most important thing. In my opinion, anyway.
Alright, we gotta take this down a notch. Alright, what about Odette?
Odette? Yeah, that seems about right. Her skills are solid, and she's always calm under pressure.
Except she's Fatui, so the likelihood of her working against us is pretty low. But yeah, much more accurate than your previous example, at least.
No, wait a moment. Maybe we should interrogate that assumption.
What do you mean? Which assumption?
Her Fatui identity doesn't necessarily exonerate her. And when you think about it, the Rokot would be precisely what she needs to conceal her identity.
Plus, she wouldn't need to be such a pro at covering her tracks. She'd already know where the Fatui will be and when. So she could choose the perfect time to act.
Yeah. However, she also seems to, well, at least I think, she wants to get higher in rank in Fatui. I could be wrong on that, actually.
Oh, yikes. I was just thinking out loud. Why is this starting to sound like such a convincing theory?
Water. Need to hydrate.
Still, what reason could Odette possibly have for trying to call off Project Stuja?
Now that's a good question. I mean, she's always so quiet, so it can be a little hard to tell exactly why.
Arlecchino would be the best person to ask. She knows Odette best. Unfortunately, she isn't back yet.
Arlecchino?
Rosaline used to open up to her in private about her struggles with Odette.
Okay.
As I'm sure you can imagine, Arlecchino is quite a lot better with children than Rosaline was.
I mean, given that Arlecchino basically is the head of an orphanage, yeah, that would make sense.
She gave her some tips on how to handle the situation, and Rosaline managed to reach a settlement with Odette before leaving. So I suppose there were at least no lifelong regrets left behind. Beyond that, I don't know the details about that side of things. But I do know that Odette definitely has a motive to hold a grudge against Project Stuja. The reason being, her father passed away during the early stages of the project.
Oh yes, that's right. She basically is an orphan herself, if I remember correctly.
That was back before it had been named Project Stuja, when things were still being worked out. But in essence, it's remained the same ever since.
Huh. The more you know. Rosaline was always so self-centered. I never understood why she started paying so much attention to Odette.
So you didn't even know about this?
Is that such a surprise? If you cast your mind back, you may remember that Rosaline and I weren't exactly close. We had tea together a few times, but that was about it.
Yeah, but your styles are similar and things. At least you don't try to, like, you know, try to make me dead like she did. Well, you did, but not in the same way.
Odette's past is no secret. Her father was a Fatus and her mother was a very famous ballerina.
Yeah.
On the surface, it looks like she followed right in her parents' footsteps. But the truth is quite a different story. After her father passed away on a mission, her mother was overcome with grief. She broke her leg during a performance and could never dance again. Odette was only interested in ballet at the time, but this tragedy left the family with both breadwinners gone. They could barely make ends meet.
So pretty much Odette, then, was the one trying to keep everything together, right?
Per Capitano's policy, family members of Fatui who died in the line of duty had to be appropriately accommodated and provided with adequate assistance. So, regardless of how Rosaline may have felt about it, it fell to her to resolve the issue of Odette's family's livelihood. In the end, the solution they agreed upon was to have Odette join the Fatui.
Right, because the alternative would have been a one-off compensation payment, I guess. In that sense, joining up was definitely the better option. Still, she must have had mixed feelings about it, right? If she doesn't even like the Fatui.
It's just a theory, a possibility. But as a motive for Odette to become Lelik, it holds up. That said, I have no idea where Odette's head is at right now, or what her conflict with Rosaline was about. Plenty of people were on bad terms with Rosaline. I have no intention of trying to figure it all out.
So Signora actually wanted to mend her relationship with Odette?
Yes, but there's not much point in discussing that now.
Yeah, this is quite the game theory with Odette.
Yeah, back to Lelik. Since our investigations so far have turned up next to nothing, we've got nothing to lose by trying a new angle. Funnily enough, Tonya and I had actually made plans to go to the theater tomorrow to watch Odette's rehearsal. Unfortunately, thanks to this Lelik situation, I'll be stuck working overtime again. Which means you can go in my place. No point wasting the ticket. Plus, you'll get to meet Tonya.
What's the rehearsal for?
Spirit Seeker. Quite the classic ballet. It was passed down through Odette's mother's family for generations, though it hasn't been performed in years.
Okay. Well, yeah, given everything that's happened, that would make sense. Although that means that this is probably sensitive to Odette.
But Odette's been practicing it diligently, and it's finally ready for a return to the stage. Excitement is through the roof. Tickets for the official performance sold out long ago.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Tonya's excited for it too. She's desperate to see it no matter what. Personally, it's not really my kind of thing, but since she's my little sister, I had to figure something out.
I've actually seen it several times before. The story's pretty straightforward. The lead character follows a trail of clues left behind by a spirit, gradually recovering her memories along the way. It's a tale of love and regret. So not exactly reinventing the wheel, at least by today's standards. But when that classic melody kicks in and the lead character begins to dance, it always gets me. It really is beautiful. Not an easy dance to do justice to, though. I know it's always been Odette's dream to perform this piece, but I'm not sure she's really ready.
In that case, I think that even if she is Lelik, we should wait until her performance is over before we respond. I'll let you take it from here, comrade.
Okay. So Worldwide is believing in me. Alright, let's go. Going to the restaurant. going across the square again. Wait a second. Is there one on top of this building? It's over there somewhere. Have to go find that later, but I'm not gonna find that now. Where's that? And almost there. Okay. Going up. Alright,
Sounds like you
Paimon.
made a ton of progress today. It's good that everything's going so smoothly.
Yes.
Next step is to head back to the theater and get a clear answer from Odette.
That could be easier said than done.
Either way, Paimon doesn't get the sense that she's a bad person. Sure, she might have done some pretty extreme things, but Paimon bet she has her reasons. Maybe this is going too far, but like, with everything she's managed to do so far, wouldn't it make more sense in theory to be even more, you know, heavy-handed? Why leave a letter when she could, well, we know there are plenty of other ways to keep people in line, right? The point is, she could have gone further, but she didn't. So, if it is her, she's got some principles at least.
I want to believe in her too.
Yeah! Well, all you can do is follow the facts wherever they lead.
How are you feeling today, though?
No change, really. But that thing Paimon told you about yesterday? Paimon feels like she can sense it more clearly now. Hearing you talk about your day makes Paimon itch for an adventure. If only she could be there with you so we could experience it all together.
Yeah, I wish you could be there too. I'm not used to adventuring alone. But don't worry, we'll get to the bottom of this.
Guess it's just one of those things. Never mind. Paimon will behave herself and keep resting.
Maybe they could follow some bats wherever they leave? Or lead? Yeah, I mean, maybe. Although I think it might be a little cold for the bats in Snezhnaya. It might be a little too... actually, I don't think bats typically are in cold weather, now that I think about it. Because they don't have, like, a lot of... They have fuzz, but not that much fuzz. I feel like they get very, very cold pretty fast. Anyways, you've got Paimon talks in the third person. How weird is it to be playing this game without Paimon? I mean... honestly, to me, it's not that strange because, like, slowly over time, she's had moments where it gets a big part of the story and she will not be at my side. I mean, the first few times, like, it really, like, Paimon in particular, you know, was having a hard time with it. Like, in the very beginning of the game, Paimon is with you every step of the way. But I'd say it's probably since, like, the start of, like... Natlan. So then Natlan was when she slowly started to be like, oh, sometimes I can't be part of this part of the story, and she will kind of like, she'll still be in the story, it's just more of she'll just interact with other characters than just me. So to me it's not all that strange. I mean, this is a lot for her to not be part of the story. Where it's like, oh, you just come back and she's just kind of there, waiting to hear about what's going on. But, yeah, I don't know. It's not all that strange to me for some reason. I feel like it should be more strange when I think about it, but it just isn't. And yes, Paimon always talks in third person. She's always been that way.
If Odette is Lelek, she may well have inside information on Project Stuja. Her father was involved with the project's early implementation and tragically died in the process. Now, she's dedicated herself to bringing it to an end. It's hard to imagine she could have gotten this far without knowing anything at all about the Tsaritsa's true intentions. When she spoke to us as a member of the Fatui, how much did she let on? And how much was she hiding? Only time will tell. Maybe tomorrow everything will be answered.
Hey look! It's snowing! Could be a tough day ahead. Make sure you wrap up warm tomorrow.
Alright, thank you, Paimon. It is snowy out there, isn't it? Alright. I think... Oh my god. Alright. We're starting the White Curtain Falls now. So, let's do the time again. Where am I? Starts at 10. Alright, we are now on to the next part of the story. I went the wrong way. We're going this way. Let's go. To the theater. Alright, this way. Wait, is this where the guy that lays in the street is? Is he still there? Oh, he is still there. I'm not stepping on you, dude. Please stop being dead in the middle of the road. Thank you. Anyways, keep going. This way. I gotta get my stamina back. Oh? Let's see, we're saving. Oh. Well, that's interesting. Okay. To the theater. Yeah, nobody's willing to help the man in the street. I don't know why. He's just always there. I feel like someone would have picked him up by now as well, but he's there every day. And every time I walk around him, to not step on him.
Ooh, it sure is cold today. I wonder how much heavier the snow's gonna get.
Yeah, that's a little concerning. I feel like you're cold.
Here to see Odette? I just need to see your tickets for the preview.
I feel like I'm the only one here right now, unless I'm late. Like, there's nobody else
Perfect.
here.
Thank you. I'll hold on to your tickets. Come on in. It's freezing outside.
I mean, it's about the blizzard out here. That makes sense. Someone watching? I mean, right now it's a little too dead looking right now. It's like nobody out here. Where's the people?
I think I'll leave the Lelet question until after the show's over. Then I'll go find Odette.
Well, where's the people? There's nobody here. Oh, there they are. Okay, there's a few people at least.
Child said he was originally going to come with Tonya. So I'm guessing Tonya's already here somewhere.
I mean, I saw a Scarf Man.
Is there anyone here who looks like a Tonya?
Who? Oh,
Let's see. It's a small audience. Makes sense for a preview.
Oh.
But wait. I do see some familiar faces.
Scarf Man, and I think that's Security Man, right? And
Mr. Chuganov's back
and
again
that guy.
by the looks of it. Oh, and is that Mitya? And that Fatui officer, Valeri. Guess he must be playing cat and mouse with Mitya again.
Yeah, but why are they just kind of, like, it's a little weird that they're just kind of sitting there chilling, because I feel like, I don't really know Valerity, but I feel like if Scarf Man had to be in the office, he'd be dragging him away right now. But I guess he's here to see the show as well, so...
Oh no. It looks like the show's starting, and I still haven't found Tonya. Never mind. I'll just have to take a seat for now and see if I can catch her afterwards.
Oh, there she is. Well, at least Scarfman's enjoying it. He seems very happy. He's getting ideas now, I guess? Yeah, he's gonna start writing things down. Oh yeah, Chuganov has a very big brown hat. Oh, ooh, that's flickering. I don't think that's a good sign. Or is that supposed to happen? Oh, maybe it's supposed to. Oh, wait. I don't know. Also, that doesn't look like a Tonya. Oh, ooh, he's cold. That's not right. Why is bro shaking like that?
Hello, members of the audience. I'm a staff member here at the theater. Today's performance was a very special one for us, as it marks the first attempt in a long time to revive the classic Snezhnayan ballet, Spirit Seeker.
Where's the very cold man? He's gone. He was sitting right next to me.
To commemorate this occasion, we would love to take a group photo of the cast, crew, and audience members present today. Could I kindly ask the audience to please come up onto the stage?
This seems a little weird, but okay. Isn't that the... Wait, is that the cold man?
All right, everyone, huddle in a little more. Now, look at the camera. 1, 2, 3.
Okay. Oh! Alyosha was here. I didn't even see him. Oh, and I think that girl with the reddish hair is Tonya, is my guess.
Are you quite satisfied, Mr. Energy Scientist? I rather hope you don't have any other escape plans to add to my workload today.
Oh, okay. Now he's dragging him off to the office, isn't he?
What are you talking about, Sarge? This was simply my way of inviting you to watch Miss Odette's new show with me. And wasn't the performance spectacular? In the future, I heartily encourage you to take a leaf out of my book. Find some soul-nourishing pastimes to enrich your time outside of work.
It was indeed a fine performance, but I must correct you on one point. This is not time outside of work. These are working hours.
Working hours and non-working hours are just a social construct. Human technology can never advance if we're too rigid in our thinking, Sarge.
May we leave now?
Already? I mean, I was kinda hoping to soak up the atmosphere for a little longer, but...
Okay.
No? Okay, guess I'm pushing my luck. Didn't seem like too much to ask, but fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like he's chasing you all over the place. I think bro is tired of chasing you.
Off we go then, Sarge. Back to the land of working hours.
Yeah, that must
Lead
be...
the way.
I'm guessing this is Tonya. I'm guessing this is Tonya because of the red hair. It looks like Mr. Worldwide. A little bit.
That has to be her. She's the only person in the audience around Tonya's age. Excuse me? Are you Tonya? Huh? Your brother's busy today, so I took his ticket. Don't worry about him. He's fine.
Oh, okay. Sorry for the trouble.
Oh, is she sick?
What's wrong? Are you sick?
No, I'm fine.
Wait.
It's nothing.
Didn't I think Child mentioned at some point that one of his sisters in particular was really sensitive to the cold. Maybe it's Tonya.
Maybe she caught a cold on the way here because of the weather?
That is ooh.
I haven't seen snow like this in a long, long time. It's most unusual.
I would say don't go out there.
I know. It's completely white out there. You can barely see a thing. I've never seen such heavy snow in my life.
You think the healthcare plan is failing for her? I think she has a condition of some sort. Not quite like the one in Sumeru. There was a unique illness in Sumeru that was pretty aggressive. I mean, we don't know anything about Tonya's exact illness, but I'm wondering if it's like kind of similar to nature than the one that was in Sumeru that was affecting Kale, but I'm gonna guess probably not. But it does seem like she's definitely more sensitive to the cold.
Let's wait it out for now. You'd be lucky not to freeze to death in this weather, let alone find your way.
Yeah, just stay in there. Stay in the theater.
Well, look at that. Maybe we shouldn't be in such a rush to get back after all. What do you think?
Let's wait and see.
Why do you need to take it so seriously? Fate has given us this wonderful chance to take a break. We owe it to ourselves to make the most of it.
Come to think of it, there's a small inn not far from here that always keeps plenty of extra blankets on hand for guests.
Wait, is there no blankets or anything in the theater?
I know the route well. Shall I head over and borrow a few blankets? That way, anyone in a hurry can wrap up warm for the journey back. Just remember to return them next time you're over this way.
Sir, there's really no need to go to all that trouble.
Hey, it's no trouble at all. Wait here, I'll be right back.
I have a feeling he's not gonna come back. It is really not smart to go out there.
What a kind gentleman. Very good. My wife and daughter are waiting for me at home, so I shall be heading back as soon as I get my blanket.
So... are you expecting us to go back to the Armory Palace wrapped in blankets too?
Don't worry about that. I made arrangements in advance. Should I not return to the Armory Palace within 3.5 hours after Operation Showtime begins, an armed squad will be sent to collect us. They will escort us back. You are one of our key military personnel, so any weather-related risks must be eliminated.
Okay. Okay, sir. Sounds good.
Operation Showtime? So, wait. Every single time you drag me back to work when I sneak out, it's a whole official operation?
Sir, why is this surprising to you? I feel like it shouldn't be that surprising given the information we've been given.
I gotta say, you've really turned this into quite a moral dilemma for me.
It's snowing pretty hard out there. I think you should stay here for now. You seem a little under the weather.
Sure. My brother might come pick me up in a bit anyway.
Yeah, things are pretty rough outside.
Time to get to work. I should head backstage and find Odette. I need to...
Oh, and ask her about
Excuse me, are you looking for someone?
Yeah, I was looking for Odette.
Ah, a fan, I'm guessing? Today is just a dress rehearsal, so Miss Odette won't be meeting with fans. She's taking a well-earned rest right now. Sorry, but that area is currently off limits to everyone except the cast and crew.
Huh. Bad timing, I guess. Well, I might as well stick around. I doubt Odette will be leaving before the snow lets up in any case.
An hour goes by, but the snowstorm shows no sign of stopping.
What happened
Why
to the
are we
gentleman
leaving
who
the
went to
door
fetch the
open?
blankets? How has he still not returned?
Okay, that's not surprising. I did say that I'm pretty sure bro was not going to return, but also why do we have the door open? We should close the door.
I was thinking the same thing. It's still snowing very hard. Do you think something might have happened to him?
Yes.
Whatever the reason for his delay, I must say I hate nothing more than people who make empty promises and fail to deliver.
I think it's more so he should have looked outside and been like, we're going to have to wait this out.
Well, I have to treat my employees like that on occasion, but that's different.
Wait, what? He's your employee? Looks like
You seem anxious, Mr. Valeri.
I was about to say the same thing. Maybe I think he's actually thinking something's up. That's not right.
It's been nearly 4 hours since I left the armory. The army should have arrived to extract us by now.
It's real rough out there.
They know how much I despise tardiness and disrupted plans. There's simply no reason that they shouldn't have shown up by now, barring exceptional circumstances.
Surely a snowstorm like this one counts as such.
Few things in this world can stop the Snezhnayan army, Mr. Mitya. And a snowstorm is certainly not one of them.
So you think something else happened?
Why don't you go out and take a look? They might be right outside, waiting for your orders before they dare come in.
An absurd hypothesis. I have no intention of leaving your side for even a moment until I have escorted you back to the Armory Palace.
This doesn't look like an ordinary snowstorm to me.
Yeah, it doesn't look like one to me either.
That guy who left earlier. It looked like he just vanished into thin air. Either that, or my eyes were playing tricks on me.
A man-eating snowstorm? Come on. Night hasn't even fallen yet. Spare us the ghost stories.
This is...
Traveler.
Oh, hi,
Didn't know you were
Alyosha.
coming today. How come you didn't say anything?
Well, I was here to see Odette.
Oh, right. I assumed you were looking for me and Vodenitsa. Odette's still backstage.
Mr. Valerity is not realizing the severity of this. I don't think he is. I think there's some interesting, weird stuff going on with that snowstorm, and I would not mess with it.
Whoa, that's quite a snowstorm out there. I've been working backstage this whole time, so I didn't even notice.
Why is the door
No wonder
still
the audience
open?
hasn't left yet.
Yeah, we should really close that door. I don't know why we still have the door open.
Huh. Is weather like this rare even in Snezhnaya?
Yeah, snow like this. I'm sure I've seen it out in the wild before, but never in the city.
Interesting.
Actually, I take that back. I don't think I've seen snow this bad even in the wild. This is something else. It's not normal.
Maybe it has to do with the
If
monster.
even Alyosha thinks snow like this isn't normal, could it have anything to do with that monster people have been talking about?
We can't stay cooped up here forever. Someone needs to go out and take a look.
I mean, the first guy disappeared. Well, I guess, should I go with you?
No need. I have plenty of experience with snowstorms. Besides, I work here while you're an audience member. I should be the one to do it.
No. Well, are we gonna lose him too?
Everyone by the door. Careful not to let the snow soak into your shoes. In a snowstorm, you gotta look after your toes above all else.
Heading out, my man? Be careful. I've been told the snowstorm eats people alive.
Thanks for the advice. I am planning to be careful. I just want to take a quick look at the situation out there.
This is really bad situation. This would definitely lead to some kind of panic. I mean, it seems like people are kind of panic concerned already. But I mean, yeah, this is, I mean, I would definitely not go out in a snowstorm like that, not gonna lie. I think I would stay exactly where I am and just try to keep warm best I can. Although I'm a little surprised they really don't have blankets at the theater. Considering, I know usually quite a few theaters like make their own props and have like fabric on hand, like in the back. So I'm a little surprised that they don't have anything like that. There he goes. Let's see what he thinks. He's back?
He's back!
He's back!
How was it? What's going on out there?
Did you see any soldiers patrolling the area?
Something about this storm isn't right. There's no one out there. I didn't see a single soul. And something in the air gives me the creeps.
And we still have the door open. We should really close it.
This isn't your average snowstorm. I suspect it might be related to recent events in our nation. I strongly advise everyone to stay here until the snow dies down.
Yes, he lived. He is the pro at the cold. Although he is a hunter, so he knows things.
Are you serious? So all of us are trapped here now? That sounds a little far-fetched to me.
Honestly, not that surprising to me. I mean, look at it. It's not happy outside, and I'd say don't mess with Mother Nature and stay inside.
You want to go outside and see? I, for one, am not risking my neck in that weather.
This just turned from a minor delay into a major hassle.
We can only hope that our friend who went to fetch the blankets just ditched us and went home.
Is it really that bad? But my daughter, I won't be able to read her a bedtime story tonight.
You know, this might actually not be a bad time to interrogate him slightly. Ask some questions.
Huh? What are you all still doing here?
Look outside. It's very scary out there.
Whoa! It's snowing hard.
Yes. The cast and crew from backstage are quickly brought out to see the situation.
So now we're stuck here? Oh, this is terrible. Luckily, it was just a dress rehearsal today, so there aren't too many people here. On the bright side, the theater's always well stocked with supplies. If the snow still doesn't let up as we get into the evening, you can spend the night here, everyone.
See, I was right. There's gotta be... It's a theater. They typically always have some, like, fabric or other things on hand because they make their props and outfits. Usually.
At least, I assume that's alright? Odette?
Fine by me.
This seems like a sensible backup plan under the circumstances. My thanks to the theater for being so accommodating.
What are you staring outside and praying for, my man? You anxious to get home too?
Oh, your majesty the Tsaritsa, I beg you, please do not let tonight's snowstorm stop.
What?
This is a golden opportunity to spend the night under the same roof as the 2 top stars in all of Snezhnaya. It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
You're interesting, I guess. I don't know. That kind of weirds me out a little bit.
I think I've changed my mind.
You and I both.
Sir, if you so much as look at us funny, you'll be seeing stars in a whole other way. Behave yourself, or you'll be begging for that blizzard.
It's getting colder. We need to keep the indoor temperature up.
We need to close the door! The door is a problem! Why are we welcoming the blizzard into here with us? We need to close it. Then we stay warm and not cold.
Close the door and lock it tight. Let's head somewhere warmer.
Hallelujah, okay. Finally. There we go, we got a nice picture now. Alright, we need to go see what's going on. Let's see. Oh, there it is. I was wondering where the stairs was. Wasn't there stairs on the side of this? Hold on, I thought there were stairs on the side of the... Well, that's weird. I remember there being stairs over there for some reason. Anyways, up here. This way. Alright, let's see what's in here. You.
And then there's the aristocrats. Easiest of all to deal with. You don't need to use any force whatsoever. All you have to do is show them the rope you plan to tie them up with. Do you know why?
I don't. Do tell.
Because nothing horrifies them more than the thought of a cheap, coarse rope leaving creases on their precious million Mora coat. They'll do whatever you ask to avoid that fate.
Unexpected, but funny nonetheless. Tell me another one.
Well, look at that. I got myself a new listener. Hey there. Let me introduce myself. The name's Shram, and I'm a mercenary. The kind that gets paid to do odd jobs for rich folks.
Not surprising.
And I am Chuganov, an entrepreneur. If my name is unfamiliar to you, you will no doubt have heard of my factory, the renowned Iskra manufacturing plant.
Alright. Enjoy your conversation.
Are you really that famous, Mr. Chuganov? How come I've never heard your name before?
Excuse me? Is that a joke? Or are you being serious?
Oh, I'll have to ask my rope later. He's probably tied up more entrepreneurs than I've ever heard of.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you're right, he does, like... Why did my brain break there? Yes, he dresses like a mercenary. I was gonna say, he looks very kind of similar to, like, the characters in Natlan, or some of the mercenaries you'd see in Sumeru. Well, okay, they're very different, but still gave the same vibe, so I was like, yeah, he's one of those. Alright, talk to that guy. See what's in here. Alright, Tonya, how are you doing?
How are you feeling, Tonya?
I'm fine. Sorry to worry you. I'm used to it by this point. I take medicine for it. My brother usually helps to get it ready for me.
You have very, that is some very stiff clothing right there. That, I feel like that shouldn't be that stiff. It's just so straight. It's like it bends at a 90-degree angle, and it's just so stiff looking. I didn't expect that. Yeah, I'll stop being distracted by your very stiff clothing, and you need your medicine, right?
Child must take great care of his sister. He's never mentioned Tonya's illness, though.
You know, I
my
actually
God.
find this whole thing kind of exciting.
I don't know if I can be undistracted by what's happening with her clothing there. That is... you ever seen a 90-degree skirt? Well, I certainly have seen a 90-degree skirt now. Look at that. I mean, yeah, well, not really. I don't really iron my clothes, but I feel like ironing my clothes would not cause 90-degree skirts, alright? Tonya, maybe Tonya maybe she just has the technique down for ironing skirts that can go 90 degrees. You know what? We'll give her that credit. And that's an explanation. There we go. Okay. Someday, Tonya, teach me how you do 90-degree skirt. I'm quite curious how you do that. And while you're at it, you gotta teach me your medicine right now, because I'm a little concerned. I'm concerned that you need your medicine.
Stuck in a strange place thanks to a snowstorm. Having to spend the night with a bunch of interesting characters. It's pretty cool, don't you think?
Yeah, it's a novel experience.
Exactly. It's like one of those stories where an ordinary school trip turns into a magical adventure. I've always wanted something like that to happen in real life.
Yeah, we need to get your medicine. You're not sounding good. We gotta. You need extra blanket, or I guess fabric if there isn't technically a blanket around. And maybe wait a second. I think Odette's room has a fireplace. You need to go there. That's where you need to go. You need to go to Odette's room thing and sit by the fire.
I'm fine, really.
Just look after yourself. Otherwise, your brother will come after me.
Yeah, he actually will. Like, come on, Tonya. There's no fireplace in here. You need to go see Odette to get the fireplace. Alright, what are you guys talking about?
My husband has major trust issues. To him, I doubt even this snowstorm is a good enough excuse for me to stay out all night.
That's the price of marrying into wealth. You'll get used to it. I'm not about to stop you if you want to leave. But don't drag me along. Hello? Can I help you?
No. Okay, this way. See, Tonya? This is where you need to be. Look at this fireplace. This is where you need to go. You need to be by the fireplace. Anyways, got people here. Let's see what's going on.
This is highly irregular. A delay of over an hour during an operation like this theoretically warrants a Harbinger-level response. I wonder what the issue is. The storm, or something else.
Sarge, the day you learn to let go and just enjoy moments like this is the day you'll finally understand the meaning of life. Why, hello, ma'am. I believe you were the one sitting at a nearby table back at Podvorye Restaurant.
Oh yes, that's right. You did see us. Hi, Mr. Scarf Man.
Any friend of the theater's star performers is a friend of mine. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Mitya from the Energy Commission.
Greetings. Major Valeri, head of the Special Assignments Battalion. Armory Palace Royal Grenadier Guards, 1st Regiment.
That's a lot of words.
I am here to ensure Mr. Mitya's personal safety. Please let me know if I can be of any assistance.
Alright, delighted to meet you both.
Miss Traveler, I cannot help but notice that Miss Odette is stealing glances at me. Any idea what that could be about?
Maybe?
I've racked my brains, but I can't think of anything I might have done to offend her. Perhaps she noticed me spacing out during her performance?
I'm not sure. No idea.
So, Mr. Mitya, is your work related to Project Stuja?
Yes, that's right.
Oh,
The higher-ups in the Fatui transferred me from the Energy Commission to the Armory Palace because they wanted me to...
Yeah. Did you want to get strangled again by your scarf? I don't think you do. Don't say too much. Your scarf will get angry.
Really? I can't even talk about that? Pretty sure it counts as part of my private life.
I mean, you also don't want to say that in front of that guy either. Look at him. See? He agrees.
All right, I won't say anything. Sorry, traveler. As you can see, I'm afraid this pleasant chat will have to end here.
Alright. Alyosha.
I don't think it's ever been this lively backstage before. I didn't know you were coming today.
I mean, I didn't technically know I was going to be here, but here we are.
Hey, have you seen Chuganov? I heard he was coming today. Have you spoken to him at all?
Not really.
I'm with you. This could be just the chance we need.
That's what I was saying earlier.
Yeah, I gotta figure out a way to coax some more intel out of him. I want to know why he suddenly changed his stance on Project Stuja. What exactly happened before the most recent Vetcha vote?
For the Rokad, or just out of personal interest?
Shh! There are other people around. Don't say the R word.
Okay. Now we go see what's going on with Odette.
I have to say, even though today was a rehearsal and there were some hiccups along the way, Miss Odette's performance was one of the best I've ever seen, even compared to an actual show.
Oh, I couldn't agree more, especially considering the weight of the subject matter. It takes a truly seasoned professional to do justice to a theme like love and regret.
Yeah. Honestly, not surprised by her reaction.
Do you think we were coming on too strong? Odette's ignoring us again.
I think it's just a very touchy subject.
What about you? What did you think of today's performance?
I mean, you could be a bit more expressive.
Huh. That's actually a more insightful critique than I was expecting. My mother would agree. She's always thought that was my biggest flaw. Maybe I need to work on making my facial expressions appear more natural. I'll make sure to save a ticket for you when the show's performance ready.
Oh, alright. Thank you.
This doesn't seem like the time or place to bring up the subject of Lilac. I need a chance to speak with her in private.
So unfair. Talk about double standards.
What? Why are you getting cranky? You're telling her the same thing over and over again.
And now it looks like I've been spotted.
Mm-hmm. And she's staring at them again, huh?
You know Mitya too?
No, I don't. I just have a feeling that he might be dangerous.
I don't get that feeling from him, but maybe you're right. Alright. Time flies by as people make... Oh,
how's it looking, Alosha?
No change from this afternoon. Heavy snow with no sign of slowing down.
May I have your attention, please? The storm is unlikely to stop tonight, and it'll be even more dangerous outside at night than it was during the day. We at the theater owe everyone here a duty of care. Therefore, we strongly suggest that you stay on site overnight and avoid going outside unless absolutely necessary. In a few short moments, we'll give you a tour of the theater's various quarters. You can choose to sleep in the VIP room, the office, or backstage. Or on the stage if you'd prefer. We won't mind.
Please give Tonya a room with the fireplace. Like, that's really the only request I would have.
I'll pass on sleeping on the stage. What if the snow is stopped by tomorrow morning? The early birds in the audience might think we're part of some experimental new show.
A drama about sleeping? That could be fun. Maybe we could come up with a title for the production.
Sleeping Beauty?
Not bad. Clear selling point at least. Could be a big hit.
Anyone who doesn't wish to sleep on the stage, please follow me. I'll show you to the rooms.
Looks like at least it has a lot of rooms.
I guess I'll call it a night.
Oh, they have a bed.
Oh, I feel like I won't sleep very well without Paimon here. I'm sure she'll be worried that I haven't made it back yet. But as long as she looks out the window, she'll probably realize what's holding me up. I wonder if she's feeling any better yet? At least she hasn't been getting any worse. Still, I should try and get back first thing tomorrow morning.
Some degree, I'm actually a little concerned for Paimon. At the same time, not, because Paimon loves food. And I would think she would take advantage of food because restaurant is right there. But also, like, if she feels like there's some weird energy going on, like maybe that is part of this blizzard, maybe. You feel like we are the only ones experiencing this snowstorm? You think it's supernatural? Ooh, well, we're getting into the supernatural since you said supernatural. Look at this. This is something.
Ah, finally. Welcome back to the world of the living, lazy bones. I was about to wake you. The black mist is almost on us.
Where are we?
Still waking up, huh? You know, the black mist. It's been chasing us from below ever since we were born. You're just dozy. There's no way you've forgotten.
I had never heard of any of this.
Come on, let's keep heading up. Onwards and upwards is the only way to survive. Don't listen to a word those black mist cultists say.
Here we go again. The endless march toward survival.
What's going on? That black mist down there is creeping me out. And it's rising. Guess I should head upwards and get away from it.
Yeah.
The black mist cultists believe that being swallowed by the black mist leads to everlasting peace. But if you ask me, they're just lying to themselves.
My friend was wondering what was going on.
We're the only heretics left. The only ones who refuse to give in. We have to keep going.
Maybe this is another person's memory.
Know that they're wrong.
Dangerous question there, Torgoth. The moment your faith wavers, you start a chain reaction that ends in the collapse of your will. Put the question out of your mind. Stay strong and believe that the black mist means certain death.
Okay, but it's not my mind that's the problem. My body's about to give up on me. It's already starting to falter.
I can't do this anymore. I've had enough of being forever on the run. What's the point of it all?
All this will pass eventually, I promise. Keep fighting. It will be worth it.
You accuse the Black Mist cultists of being liars. But you're lying too. There is no end to this path. It keeps going up forever. There was never any hope to begin with.
The cult of the Black Mist has poisoned your mind, Sobolova. Are you thinking of giving up as well?
You don't think you're good at the steps to run up that many stairs? I mean, it seemed like a lot of stairs, not gonna lie. I was also just thinking to myself, I've been trying to figure out what element Mitya would be, and I originally thought that maybe he's Geo because I saw like a gem-looking thing, like kind of on his cape. But I think he's actually Electro because it looked like he had like an Electro piniard thing on his leg. Unless he's dual-wielding elements. That'd be interesting if he was dual-wielding elements. The only character that's been able to do that is Kazuha.
I am. I think I'll take my chances with the Black Mist over this perpetual torture.
Although I gotta say, like, if you're going up this many stairs, like, you gotta be pretty darn fit to be going up that many stairs.
As much as I detest the Black Mist cultists, I'm just too weary.
Then I bid you both farewell. Let me put my personal opinions aside for a moment and say, I hope that you both find peace within the Black Mist.
Oh, I see now. That gem I was talking about on his cape. Okay, he's not Geo, so he's gotta be Electro then. I have no idea if any of you know what I'm talking about, but I've been trying to figure out this entire time what element he is, and I'm pretty sure he is, in fact, Electro. So we're just gonna give up on them?
Fate always appears so impossibly complicated. But at moments like this, its raw simplicity is laid bare. Their fate was sealed from the instant they entertained doubt. From then on, the outcome was both inevitable and irreversible. Let's go.
Alright, I guess we're going up more stairs.
Torgov and Sobolova are gone. I never thought the day would come when even they would be swallowed by the black mist. It's just you and me now.
He has yellow rock, so I guess, yeah, it sounds like electric type. So the way that the elements work, actually the Geo is represented by yellow, and Electro is represented by purple. So I'm pretty sure he's Electro because I think I saw his vision on like the side of his like leg. I think he has that like it's his left leg. You can kind of see he has like a thing that like looks like it's like kind of attached to his pants there, and I'm pretty sure that's where his vision is. It looked like it was purple, so I think he's Electro.
Yes, it looks like it's satisfied. For now. This happens from time to time, but it won't be long before the Black Mist starts chasing survivors once again. No one knows how to stop its advance for good. Well, we should make the most of the precious moments of rest that those two bought for us.
Oh. So what's gonna happen when we wake up?
Huh? Are you really that sleepy, traveler?
This is some weird stuff. What is happening?
Ah! Help! Somebody, come quick!
What is it, Chuganov? What's wrong?
Is it morning already? What's all the commotion? Sounds like it's coming from next door. I should check and see what's going on.
I'm guessing it's those two people. This way. What happened?
Don't look, Miss Tonya. Stay here. Okay.
What happened to them?
Are they, like, frozen? Oh. What? Why are they on the floor? Two people are laying down in the room completely still, as if they're still asleep. But your gut tells you that they are not sleeping. Somehow you can sense in your bones, this is what death looks like.
These two people have passed away. And the strange thing is, that somehow, I knew this was going to happen. I knew that they would be the ones to die.
Yeah, from that really weird dream.
Have I seen this moment before? Or did I have some kind of premonition? I can't remember what it was.
Let me take a look. No vital signs in either of them. They're dead. The cause of death, however, remains unclear. No wounds on the bodies, no signs of a struggle, and no skin discoloration caused by the buildup of toxins.
But just last night, they were chatting and joking away. This is so sudden.
Could they have had pre-existing medical conditions? Even then, the odds of them both dying of sudden complications on the same night are extremely low.
Yeah, it seems like the Black Mist got them. I'm trying to figure out if maybe it's like certain regions similar to Sumeru where they have like certain like doesn't affect everybody, but it does affect some people, and it is a health condition. But like, I'm wondering if basically this might be the Snezhnaya. What am I thinking? Condition, maybe? I mean, Fontaine kind of had that too, but that affected every single person if they're Fontanian. And technically wasn't a sickness necessarily, but wondering if it was something like that. Or similar, at least.
It's hard to believe that they died of natural causes, nor does this appear to be a suicide.
Are you suggesting they were murdered?
Who was the first to discover the bodies?
It was me. But these deaths have nothing to do with me, officer. I got up early because I wanted to see if the snow had stopped.
Did you open the door, or was their door wide open and you just saw them like that?
Then I noticed that the door to this room was open, and it looked like there was a man and woman inside. I just went over to see what was going on. I had no idea they were...
I can corroborate this. I was doing my morning exercises near the stage. When I saw Mr. Chuganov heading this way, I followed him. I can also confirm that I didn't see a single person approach that room before him.
The snowstorm was raging all night, and it's still going now. There's no way someone could have come in from outside, correct?
You mean an intruder? No, not possible. I slept by the door last night as a precaution. There's no way I wouldn't have noticed if anyone had tried to open it.
Everyone, split into pairs and search the theater for anyone in hiding, or any signs of suspicious activity. I'll follow up with a full search of my own shortly. Go. There is no time to waste.
Alright, pairing up with Tonya after thorough search, you're satisfied that nobody else from outside the group is in the theater, and everything is exactly as it was left last night.
Nothing on your end either? Backstage is clear. No signs of suspicious activity.
We checked the basement. Also clear. I don't think there's anywhere here that a living person could hide.
I didn't find anything either.
Are we certain that the theater doesn't have a back door? Or any tunnel or passageway wide enough for a person to fit through?
No, there's nothing like that. If people were sneaking in through some secret tunnel to avoid buying a ticket, we'd have sealed it off ages ago. I also checked the windows. All of them are locked from the inside, and there's no sign of anyone entering or leaving.
It sounds like we can safely rule out the intruder theory. If anyone came in during the night in this weather, there'd be no way for them to avoid leaving footprints or water stains.
Yeah, that's actually true. I didn't even think of that.
This can only mean one thing. It's like one of those murder mysteries you see in novels and plays, isn't it? The ones where the killer is one of us.
I feel like you're not helping at all right now, Chuganov.
We can't quite jump to that conclusion just yet.
Could he be right? It's hard to imagine something like that happening in real life. Set in a theater during a snowstorm, a murder takes place and the killer is among us. It's such a classic trope that it seems unbelievable.
Looking at who the killer targeted and the clean entry and exit, it all adds up. I know what this is. It's obvious now that I think about it.
Oh, he's gonna blame me, isn't he?
What is? What have you figured out?
Both victims were wealthy, well-known local merchants. And the door was deliberately left open so I would discover the bodies and witness the crime scene first thing in the morning. Such ruthless methods. This was your doing, wasn't it, Lelik?
Lelik?
Okay, that doesn't surprise me. I was waiting for them to say Lelik, but I was also kind of expecting him to blame me.
You mean Lelik is among us? And he's the killer?
Lelik. I know this code name. Member of the Rokot, anti-Project Stuja. Always works alone. I've read the case files at the Armory Palace.
I mean, this certainly isn't looking good for Odette, since we were suspecting her.
Walk me through your reasoning, Mr. Chuganov. What do you know about Lelik?
What now, huh? What now, Lelik? What more do you want from me? I already voted against Project Stuja at the Snezhnograd Vecha.
Alright, well that's at least confirmed something.
You snuck into my house the other day while I was asleep. Left a threatening letter. And I did all that you asked. But Project Stuja cannot be so easily shaken. Not with the rooster in charge.
I feel like he's getting a little bit of attitude, and honestly, I'm kind of here for it a little bit.
So, he really was threatened by Lelik. That makes sense.
Yep, this is confirming things.
And now you're resorting to murder to threaten me. Isn't that right? I knew it. The Rokot despises the rich. The lives of the wealthy are but refuse in your eyes. Show yourself! Which one of you is Lilac, Tell me! I'll do whatever you want! Just stop playing these mind games!
Was this really Lelac's doing? Would Odette really do something like this? If Odette really is Lelac, this seems out of character. But then again, how well do I really know her? I'm probably the only one here with a compelling theory about Lelac's true identity. But if I reveal it now, I'll be putting Odette in the line of fire.
I feel like it wouldn't be the right time to even ask about it.
What should I do?
I don't think it's likely that Lelac killed anyone. At least from the stories I've heard, he's never killed anyone before. And his name has never come up in connection with any murder cases.
Okay. Good. At least Vodyanitsa is kinda... maybe calming this down a bit.
Besides, even if Lelac did want to threaten you, why resort to such an extreme and roundabout method? It's not his style at all.
Vodyanitsa doesn't know that Lelac might be Odette, but her assessment is pretty much identical to mine.
Miss Vodyanitsa, why do you suddenly feel the need to speak in Lelac's defense?
Oh, is he gonna start targeting her?
Defense? Oh, no, it's just... I'm worried that we're jumping to conclusions here, so I wanted to share my point of view. Also, I don't think the Rokot is as bad as you're making it out to be.
Well, if you think I'm so wrong, what's your theory then, Why don't you tell us who the killer is?
The case is still evolving, Mr. Chuganov. Please do not prevent others from expressing their opinions so early on in the discussion.
Even so, there's no denying that the recent threat received by Mr. Chuganov may well be an important clue.
So there's still a good chance that Lelac is right here among us. I can't do this anymore. I don't care if it's still snowing outside. I have to get out of here.
Whoa, take a beat. We all know it's far too dangerous out there. Even the soldiers couldn't get to us. Go out that door, and you might not live to tell the tale.
Only one who probably can do that out of all of us is Aloysia.
And whoever this Lelac is, they're surely not going to murder anyone in broad daylight. Be sensible, my man. You're safer inside.
As much as I regret having to say this, I'd like everyone to cooperate and refrain from exiting the premises until further notice. Because as things stand, every one of us is now a suspect. Unless anyone has further information to share, let's adjourn for now. Feel free to keep searching for clues, but make sure you don't go off alone.
Ooh. The stream's going a bit longer than I expected it to. I'm gonna have to go grab some water because I have drinking all my water. I'm gonna be right back because hydration is important. I'm back. Got water. Yeah, I was seeing things in the ceiling, don't you worry. Wasn't anything too wild up there, but I had to check it out. Alright. Continue on with the murder story. This is ending up to be a longer stream, but that's alright. I'm enjoying it. Alright. I'm I'm guessing the next room over, right? This way? No, that's not what I want. I was just trying to open my bag. Okay, great. That's great. Isn't there a picture it was saying? What's this one? Oh! Oh, that's interesting. These two are just basically gone. That's not creepy at all. Alright. Ooh, look at this. Cool, so you can, like, click thing. Alright. That's interesting. Okay. Let's keep talking to people.
You're right. That was my bad. It was a knee-jerk reaction. I didn't think it through. Luckily, no one suspected my identity.
Hello.
Oh, phew. It's just you. I thought someone was eavesdropping.
Since Vodianitsa and I were on the same page earlier, I think I should share my thoughts with the Rokot members first.
Alright, you tell Vodianitsa and Alyosha about Mr. Worldwide's intel on Lilac and your views on the current situation.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Are you serious? I don't know if this counts as gossip, but it's definitely on track to be the juiciest this whole year. Odette? Really? Odette? Oh god, how dumb does this make me look? Lilac has been right under my nose this whole time, and I didn't notice a thing.
Actually, it's exactly what you'd expect. Sometimes, hiding in plain sight is the best strategy.
And now that you mention it, the more I think about it, the more sense it seems to make. It all adds up. What are we up to now? 1, 2, 3, 4...
What are you counting?
Odette's identities. She's my coworker, specifically a ballerina, and also a Fatous, a member of the Rokot. Now, Lilac.
Well, we haven't completely confirmed if she's Lilac. It's just a theory.
It must be so exhausting. I just want to give her a hug. I guess since I've always known her as a member of the Fatui, it never even crossed my mind that she could be involved with the Rokot, let alone be Lilac. I don't understand. If she's with the Fatui, what reason could she have for being so opposed to Project Stuja?
Probably best if you ask her that in person.
Well, since you waited until now to bring this up instead of announcing it to everyone earlier, does that mean we're all on the same page here?
I mean, the only thing is she doesn't seem like the type to kill innocent people.
Yeah. Lilac may not follow orders from the Rokot leadership, but as far as I'm concerned, she's never crossed the line. If anything, her actions benefit the poor. We need to confront her face to face.
Do you think she'd really admit to being Lilac?
I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes. For now, we'll work on the assumption that she didn't kill anyone, and see how much she's willing to tell us.
Hello, Odette. I'm so sorry. Oh,
now's our chance. Odette's alone. Let's go.
Okay.
Hey, Odette.
What is it, you guys?
Shh. Keep your voice down. We need to talk. So, you're Lilac, aren't you?
I can't tell if that's a I can't believe you would ask that, or if you're correct.
Alright, fine. You don't have to say anything or explain yourself. Just hear me out first. None of us believes you kill innocent people. Whoever murdered those 2 people last night, it wasn't you. The Traveler was the first to figure out your identity, but she kept quiet during the discussion just now. Still, it's clear where the group consensus is heading. Everyone believes Lilac is the culprit. If your identity is exposed, you'll be in a really bad spot. We're your colleagues, and we know what kind of person you are. I don't want anything bad to happen to you. So, can you clue us in? Tell us everything. The more we know, the more easily we'll be able to cover for you.
Alright.
Wait, she actually just admitted it just like that?
Yes, I'm Lelik. And no, I'm not the murderer. And thanks, but I don't need you to cover for me. Actually, I'm planning to reveal my identity.
Oh, well, interesting turn.
Huh? You're gonna reveal that you're Lelik? Here?
That's right. I'll admit I was surprised at first when Chuganov guessed that I was here. It was just a lucky guess, but it caught me off guard. But after taking some time to assess the situation and confirm where everyone stands, I don't believe I have anything to worry about.
Are you sure you don't need a second opinion? Given the circumstances. Mr. Valeri! What?
Oh, there she goes. Valeri gets everyone to reconvene. Odette gets straight to the point and announces that she is Lelik.
So... Odette is Lelik?
Good job figuring out who Lelik was before it was revealed. You're doing good detective work. To some degree, I'm honestly not all that surprised that she's Lelik. Like, not really at all, because I feel like she is pretty reserved, and given her story, it literally does make sense.
I don't know what game you're playing, but you've got a lot of nerve.
Dude, calm down.
It's just one identity. So what if it's exposed? I can disappear and adopt a new identity anytime I please. I made my peace with this when I chose to become Lelik. But more importantly, I promise I am not the murderer. Which means that someone else is. So, if anyone still insists that I did this, you'd best produce the evidence now. Otherwise, I suggest that you bite your tongue. Because if you really believe I killed 2 people without making a sound or leaving a trace, pointing fingers at me would surely only make you my next target.
Is this really the truth, Miss Odette?
It's kind of cool, actually. I feel like she has a little bit of a manipulative side.
That's confidence, all right. I believe you.
A real no-nonsense attitude. I can see why Marionette said that she's on track to inherit the title of the Fair Lady.
Are you seriously buying this? Hey, officer! She just admitted to being Lelik. Aren't you going to do something about this?
I do have one question, Miss Odette. Why have you chosen this moment to come forward and reveal your identity?
If I didn't say anything, everyone would be focusing all their efforts on finding Lelik. And that is exactly what the real culprit wants. I don't want to be the scapegoat who lets the murderer get away with this crime.
Despite all the accusations, she made the smart choice. A remarkable display of rational thinking under pressure. Clearly, Odette's talent extends far beyond the art of dance.
Yeah, she's smart.
She thought so far ahead. Why do I always feel like I'm one step behind her in everything?
You've convinced me. Dealing with the murder case remains the top priority right now. Let's put the name Lelik and all related incidents aside until further notice. Nevertheless, the group still considers you the prime suspect. I assume you have no quarrel with that, Miss Odette?
I understand. You're welcome to keep an eye on me around the clock. I have no objections.
Mr. Chuganov?
For my wife and daughter's sake, I'll let you off the hook for now. But don't think you're forgiven for breaking into my house and threatening me. Just wait till we get out of here, Lelik. We'll settle the score then.
Can't tell if she's like, okay, yeah. Yeah, sure. Sounds good, I guess. Alright, we're all just hanging out.
Good work, Lelik guard team. And Lelik too.
Do we have any for Tanya? I'm
Turns
actually...
out Valeri knew about my exploits, so now I've been told I have to guard Lelik with him.
Shouldn't you be facing my way if you're guarding me? At the moment, it looks more like you're my bodyguards.
You know, you're not wrong.
If the true culprit is indeed still at large, as you have claimed, we must keep our guard up against them also.
Don't worry, Tonya. We'll get through this.
Does Tonya have some warm water? I think she needs it.
Once the snow stops, the officials will step in. The investigation will get easier, and then we'll be safe.
But once the snow stops, won't everyone just leave?
She does have a point.
Huh? You're gonna miss us, huh? Well, some of us work at the theater, so we'll still be here. I'll even give you a special backstage pass.
Really, Miss Vodyanitsa? That's awesome! You've made a fan for life.
Aw, you're so cute, Tonya. All right, let's swear to it. I promise to give you the pass, and you promise to never change your mind about being my fan.
Promise.
Don't indulge her, Tonya. You don't have to swear an oath over things like that.
You really do get carried away sometimes, don't you, Miss Vodyanitsa?
She's just very passionate, that's all. And she likes it when other people are passionate too.
Hey, mind your own business.
Dang, what if Tonya is the killer? That would be quite the twist. I mean, I guess I could kind of see it given how Mr. Worldwide can be, but that would be a little too surprising, I think, almost. But you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I don't think you've seen Mr. Worldwide when he did try to knock me out. But yeah, I guess she could be. Oh, the glasses are disappearing on the table. I didn't know that was an ability she had. She could just make glasses disappear.
Don't be nervous, Miss Water Imp. Everyone's here. There's nothing to be afraid of.
Okay, I don't think that's what she was... I don't think she's afraid, to be honest.
Excuse me? Do I look nervous? Don't be ridiculous.
See, look, she's full of confidence.
No. You sound nervous, lass.
Oh. Wait, but how... Okay, plenty of people know that I'm a water imp, but still... How come you understand our primary mode of expression?
Actually, didn't think of that.
Primary mode of expression. I've not come across that concept before. Do enlighten me, Vodyanitsa.
Well, it's just... We water imps tend to communicate our emotions to each other by singing, rather than facial expressions. The emotions we convey through song take precedence over our facial expressions. So, we think of it as our primary mode of expression.
Oh, okay.
I'm impressed, Shram. I didn't take you for a man of culture, but you're clearly rather learned.
It's not about being cultured or not. The thing is, this mode of expression can usually only be understood by other water imps. It's not a simple case of a song sounding happy or sad. And yet, you're clearly human, Mr. Shram.
Maybe he's been around water imps a lot.
It's really not the big deal you're making it out to be. I think I just have a knack for it. Plus, I have a... very close friend who's a water imp. A delightful lady. But keep that a secret.
Why does that need to be a secret?
Anyway, we spent so much time together that before I knew it, I noticed I could understand her expressions.
Oh, I guess that makes sense. Still, the fact that you have a water imp friend is even more surprising. I'd better watch what I'm singing when I'm around you from now on.
Hey, what are you implying? You're not secretly insulting the audience in your songs, are you?
Okay, cranky man, calm down. She's not doing that.
Heavens! Why would I do a thing like that?
Ah, Tonya's getting sleepy.
It's getting late. We should discuss our sleeping arrangements for tonight. To guard against the killer, someone needs to keep watch.
I have a feeling I'm gonna be either in that weird dream or awake. Or somehow be awake and end up in that weird dream whether I like it or not.
I suggest that we don't sleep in separate quarters tonight. It will be safer if we all stay together.
That's not a bad idea.
As long as someone keeps an eye on Lelik, I'm quite sure we won't have any trouble.
Are you saying that you wish to bet your life on Miss Odette being the killer?
I mean, I don't know if he's gonna... He's pretty set on that.
Nonsense. Of course not.
I think internally you're saying yes.
Then I propose the following arrangement for tonight. The Traveler, Odette, and I will form the Night Watch. We'll sleep in shifts, but 2 of us must be awake at any given time.
Fine by me.
An excellent idea. This allows us to handle the Night Watch while also keeping an eye on Lelik. Meanwhile, the rule of taking shifts in pairs resolves the other issue. Namely that we can't necessarily trust the Traveler or Valeri either. I expect that plan took you quite some time to come up with, didn't it?
Actually, our field combat manual outlines a similar approach. Although the scenario there involves guarding prisoners overnight during field operations. That being said, I must clarify that I harbor no disrespect towards you personally, Miss Odette. In fact, Lelik's numerous covert operations make fine textbook examples for military agents.
I care less about respect and more about the fact that you just robbed me of 2/3 of my sleep tonight. I'm calling dibs on being the first to rest. Good night.
There she goes. She likes her sleep. Alright. Me and Valeri are taking the first watch together. Everyone is sleeping on stage, making for a scene right out of the absurdist theater. Eventually, the time comes for the first shift change.
It's almost time. We should wake Odette. How are you faring?
I'm not sleepy, I'm fine.
Not going to argue with that. I'll take a quick nap. If you start to feel sleepy, wake me up anytime.
Sure.
It's finally time for Odette and I to share the Night Watch. I should wake her up.
Oh, we just moved. Actually, smart.
I came here to get information from her in the first place. Maybe I should think about what questions I want to ask before she wakes up.
Might want to make sure she's fully mentally awake before you ask the questions, or else you might make her cranky. Because she's not fully awake.
How long are you gonna keep staring at me?
You're awake?
Couldn't sleep. My mind's been running haywire. Plus, there's something I've been meaning to talk to you about.
No, you too?
I had a hunch that you wanted a conversation too. Let's take this chance to clear the air, shall we?
Yeah, sure. Well, okay, I don't think we can leave this room, though. Technically speaking.
I just had a simple question for you, really. It's, Rosaline. In her final moments, did she have any last words or anything?
Not that I remember.
I see. Well, that was all. I have no other questions.
Do you miss her?
No.
Oh, well, okay. I should have expected that.
She was utterly ruthless in pursuing her goals. That kind of person should be hard to miss. And yet, even though I never approved of her methods, and she was an abrasive person, the fact remains that I am indebted to her.
I mean, I heard a little bit about that from Sandrone.
Oh, she told you. I guess that makes sense. I think she and Rosaline were on pretty good terms.
Still, she didn't know how to... She didn't know the full details.
Yes. Rosaline wasn't the kind to gossip about this sort of thing. Not that it's any huge secret to me, though.
Sleep does seem dangerous here. You're not wrong. I think Odette is going to be very tired in the morning, and she didn't get any sleep.
When I was a child, I had to join the Fatui for the sake of my mother and me. I trained under Rosaline.
Yep, that's correct.
It was extremely grueling, and it didn't exactly come naturally to me. All I could do was try to ignore the biting cold and practice, practice, practice. I was a newcomer who'd managed to make a good first impression on a harbinger. There was pressure to live up to her expectations, to be worthy of the fair lady's reputation. Every day was a struggle against the cold, pain, and fatigue. And most nights, I struggled to fall asleep. After enduring all that, I've become almost immune to the sensation of pain. I suppose that was the cost of survival. Surely, any child who had to experience that would grow to hate her lot in life, don't you think?
I mean, you paid an enormous price.
So, I put an equal amount of effort into my ballet. Because in my young mind, that was the only way to defy my fate. It was my way of telling her, the Fatui's demands and your expectations of me are not what I wish for. One day, I will leave.
Okay, so she doesn't want to stay in the Fatui.
I think she probably blamed my poor performance in training on my passion for ballet. She knew my heart wasn't in it. One time, when I was secretly practicing a dance at night, she suddenly showed up. I knew she was there to catch me red-handed. I told her, "You don't deserve to watch the dance I learned from my mother." She looked stunned. I guess she was surprised that I lashed out first, before she had the chance. But strangely enough, on that occasion, she wasn't fierce with me like she was during training. Instead, she fell silent for a moment, and then left. After that, she never interfered with my dancing or asked me how it was going. She never came to watch me dance again either. Not even once.
Yeah, she was a very proud person.
She was. But even now, whenever I take out this core Ignis, I can't help but think of that night. Of the look on her face.
So this was a gift from her?
Sort of. Although gift might be too kind a term. This is her flame sealed within ice. A symbol of her favor, yes. But also her way of keeping an eye on people.
Oh.
She knew the location of every piece of core Ignis. If any recipient started acting suspiciously, she'd be on to them immediately. Trust her to make even a mark of approval feel suffocating.
So you were always being watched, no matter what.
So, when news of Rosaline's death reached Snezhnaya, many people immediately crushed their core Ignis. It gave them a profound sense of relief, like they'd broken free from her shackles.
So why haven't you broken yours?
But I kept mine. With my sensitivity to pain being as dull as it is, the warmth from this core Ignis is one of the few things I can still feel clearly.
Interesting, okay.
I still wonder, did she really come to stop me that night? I wasn't sure, but I was scared, so I said some really awful things. I guess she didn't leave anything behind. Not that I expected her to. It's fine. It's just a bit of a shame that we couldn't settle our differences before the end.
So, wait.
She did. Are you sure she was talking about this event?
She said Arlecchino gave Rosalind some advice.
No, she didn't. I didn't even find out that she'd gone to Mondstadt until a while after she'd left. Wait, in that case...
I think you should go see the knave.
Okay, I will. Thanks for letting me know.
There's something I'm trying to figure out. I'm beginning to suspect that Paimon's mystery illness is being caused by the energy research behind Project Stuja. Paimon's very important to me, so I have to get to the bottom of this. I figured that since you're Lelek, you might know something about all this.
The ultimate goal of this energy experiment is to create a weapon for the final battle.
What battle?
The weapon's construction was completed in Nocturn. Now, all that remains is to arm it with a sufficiently powerful energy.
So this is the purpose of the energy experiments?
Yes. The weapon's development and all the related experiments are overseen by Lord Piero, the Jester. And the lab is located deep within the Armory Palace. I'm not sure why this experiment would be making Paimon feel unwell, though. The best way to get to the bottom of it would be to go there in person. Once we get out of here, I'll help you apply for an entry permit.
Yeah, so this whole thing is secretly to power a weapon, but I don't know why they would need... I don't know what this final battle is. So... I mean, are you sure?
And I'm hardly the organization's proudest member, as you know. You answered my question about Rosaline. I want to do you a favor in return. It's that simple.
Oh, bro's waking up.
Huh? What's wrong? Are you not feeling well?
Oh, yeah, the guard.
You two seem to be hitting it off.
Alright.
I thought you were sleeping.
Of course I was. In the military, one learns to fall asleep quickly, even in the most inhospitable environments. It's vital to staying alert and energized. Why? Is something wrong?
Nope, nothing.
Even if he was awake, he can't have overheard us, right?
Well, thank you both for keeping watch. Traveler, I'll take over for now. It's your turn to get some sleep.
Sure.
Oh boy, is this where the weird dreams are gonna show up now? Even if I fall asleep.
This is our second night here, but at least I found out a little more about Paimon's condition. I hope she's been sleeping well the past couple of days. Huh. Why do I feel like I'm being watched?
Well, okay, because we are watched. Look.
Seriously? Is this payback for when I stared at her earlier? But I thought she was asleep. Never mind. I'd better try and get some sleep myself.
Okay, we're just gonna try to ignore her then. Okay. Weird dreams again with Mitya.
Hey,
Wait.
what are you spacing out for? Are you reaching your limit too?
Where are we?
How
Where's
long
Mitya?
have we been walking for? Do you remember?
Wait, are these the next two?
Time's lost all meaning. Ever since we noticed that thing above our heads. What was it called again?
A star key? Or key star? Anyway, the person who named it was swallowed by the black mist.
Whatever it's called, ever since we noticed it, we've been walking up and up, hoping that as long as we reach it, we can find a way out of this place. But it seems like no matter how far we walk, we never get any closer.
Well, we've come this far. You never know. Maybe we're almost there? Come on, enough moping. Let's go. The black mist is catching up.
Alright, we go. Up we go. Oh, they have weapons. I didn't know they had weapons. That's kind of cool. Look at that. Is there... Oh, there's enemies.
Monsters! Watch out! Not again! I've lost count of how many times we run into them. Be careful.
Oh! Electro. Okay. Nope, no smacking me. Thank you.
Run faster, Earl.
Alright, we gotta go. Come on. That's concerning. We're going, we're going, we're going, we're going, we're going, we're going. Oh, we got more of these.
You wanna fight? Let's go!
Oh no! I forgot to move. No, we're trying at the we're retrying at the. Oh wait, I didn't build my traveler. Oh well. No time for that. Stopped paying attention for 2 seconds and I died. Nope. Now that's interesting. I don't know what that thing does. Alright, come on, we're going. Let's go. We move. We're moving.
Monsters ahead of us. The black mist behind us. Feels like there's no escape.
Learned.
Shut up. I feel like that did a lot more damage. Okay.
Are you hurt, Coolish?
No. I'm fine. It's just... Suddenly I don't want to walk any further.
You want to walk further. You want to walk further. Don't say you don't want to walk further. You want to walk further.
I get you. In fact, I reached my limit a long time ago. Sometimes it feels like there's hope where there shouldn't be.
Yeah. The hope that the star gives us is the only thing keeping us going. But I'm not sure it's real at all. It may just be a collective illusion. Otherwise, why would it always be out of reach?
Are you really going to give up like this?
We know you mean well, but you're only saying that to try and encourage us to keep going, aren't you?
Because you should keep going.
Thank you, friend. But enough is enough. Please don't give me any more false hope. Hope is poison in this place. You're going to continue, aren't you? I admire that. I've given up, but I wish you the best. May there come a day that you catch up to the star and leave this godforsaken place.
I guess I'm going up on my own.
It's not an illusion. We really are getting closer to the star.
Oh, Odette's here.
Congratulations. You're the first person to make it here.
I actually made it? Wait, why is she... How did she get here?
I'm the star's envoy.
Hold on. But that's Rosalind's thingamabob.
The black mist has stopped rising. Its hunger is satisfied for now, having devoured your two companions.
Okay.
This is a good opportunity. I'll let you get some rest before we continue.
Continue?
What do you mean, leave? The star represents the starting point. It's the waypoint for the beginning. Congratulations on reaching the starting point. Once you are ready, we will head out and walk upwards. I will be right by your side the whole way.
I mean, after everything I went through to get here, this is just the start? Oh. Well, now I'm sideways.
Huh? What's wrong? Hey, don't give up before the journey's even begun.
Am I awake now? Yeah.
Is that Vodyanitsa's voice? What happened?
I think we already know what happened.
Coolish, wake up! Please wake up!
Why are they not in their beds? Why are they always on the floor? A drama about sleeping, which began as a joke the other day, is now playing out on stage. No one counted on it being a tragedy. Everyone is gathered around the two sleepers in the center of the stage. Without even inspecting the scene, you already know what happened, as if somebody had told you in advance.
The situation is identical to that of the two casualties yesterday. We cannot ascertain the cause of death.
At least there are some elements that we can rule out this time. They slept on the stage with everyone else. So I suppose the surrounding environment can't be a relevant variable.
Rampana. Coolish.
Weren't some of us keeping watch last night? 3 of us, in fact. How could you not notice something was wrong?
I'm as confused as you are. Certainly nothing unusual happened on my watch.
Likewise, and from what I've observed so far, both Miss Odette and the Traveler can be trusted.
And no incidences during my watch either.
To be honest, I didn't get a wink of sleep last night. I couldn't help but think I was the target, so I just laid there with my eyes closed. I heard the Traveler and Lelic chatting, but otherwise I don't recall hearing any commotion during the night.
Me too. I didn't want to wake everyone up, so I was concentrating hard, trying not to cough. I hardly slept at all. If anything had happened, I'm sure I would have noticed.
Then, what could possibly be causing this? Once was bad enough. I can't believe it happened again. I worked closely with Rampana and Coolish for so long. I never imagined that one day they'd... And on the stage of all places...
Florianitsa.
4 victims in just 2 days, and we still don't have a single lead.
Yeah, I think it is some sort of evil dream.
I need to get to the bottom of this as soon as possible. And above all, keep Tonya safe. I'd never be able to look Child in the eye again otherwise.
Still snowing?
I was just about to ask that.
Yes, I just checked. Still no sign of anyone outside either.
So we only have ourselves to rely on.
Yep, I'm starting to think that maybe this is like a... Maybe this blizzard is like concentrated to just us. Like we're like disconnected from the actual world.
If you ask me, this killer can clearly strike whenever they please. The Night Watch was a useless endeavor from the start. Lelic must be an expert in poisoning. Clearly she used some poison that can't be detected on the corpse.
I mean, did anyone eat? Like, I know usually theaters, well, from when I remember, at least in school, they usually didn't have food around all that. They didn't like keep food like on hand necessarily at all times.
Here we go again.
Listen, I was already thinking to myself last night, was Lelic's reason for revealing her identity the real story? Well, now I have my answer. It most certainly was not. She's been playing us for fools. You get off on this, don't you? Revealing your identity, only to carry on with your killing spree?
Again, she hasn't done that.
That's a hideous thought. One that only a hideous mind like yours could dream up.
How dare you?
That's enough. Yesterday, you named Lelic as a suspect because the victims were both wealthy merchants. Lelic might have had a motive then. But today's victims were just ordinary people. Not to mention that they were colleagues of Odette and mine. What reason would she have to murder them? Let me guess. Just to scare you?
Who knows? Maybe you don't know her as well as you think. I implore you all to ask yourselves, how many people are there really in this world that have what it takes to kill another person? Not many, I'd wager. Lelic is well known to be a ruthless operator, and now she has revealed her identity. How could it be any more obvious?
Everything you've said so far is still just conjecture, which doesn't constitute a concrete lead. You need to back up your claims with some evidence.
How can you defend her, officer? What did she say to you while you were on Night Watch? Maybe I shouldn't be so surprised. You military types are always colluding with criminals to target the rich. All so you can get your grubby paws on our hard-earned fortunes, then tell us to fall in line. The Fatui, the Druzhna, and the Rokot. Thugs, the lot of you.
Oh, he's losing his temper, isn't he?
Don't you dare.
Oh, at least your lucky Tonya saved you.
Sir, but you were the one who told us not to stop other people from expressing their opinions yesterday. 4 people have already died. Only yesterday I was chatting with Mr. Coolish. Then we woke up in the morning and he's... Turning against one another is the last thing we should be doing right now.
Yeah, your condition's getting worse.
Little girl.
Even if Mr. Chuganov is a puffed-up, pig-headed windbag who doesn't have a clue what he's talking about, he's still one of the victims here, isn't he?
Quite. I had no intention of resorting to violence. But you're right, Miss Tonya. I ought not prevent him from speaking his mind. In any case, I believe Mr. Chuganov has calmed down a little now. We may resume our discussion.
I don't think there's any need for that. What is there to discuss? Nothing about this situation is normal.
Did you have an idea, Mitya? You're the brainiac here, right? Come on, clue us in.
He is Electro. I could see his vision, like, right there. Right, like, kind of towards his hand. You can see it's, like, right there. So he's Electro.
I've been mulling something over. All the leads we have so far concern things from outside the theater. Miss Odette's alter ego, the threats Mr. Chuganov received. But then there's the 2 double murder crime scenes themselves, which have given us absolutely nothing to go on whatsoever. That's highly unusual. Even with the most careful killers, there's always some evidence left behind.
So what are you suggesting?
I think this could be a supernatural event. It isn't characteristic of human-on-human homicide at all.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but aren't you supposed to be a scientist? That doesn't sound like a conclusion someone like you is supposed to make.
I got into scientific research because of my insatiable curiosity. But if the present situation defies all known scientific explanations, I don't mind shifting my curiosity toward the paranormal instead.
Now that you mention it, I remember when I first came to the theater. I heard rumors about this place being haunted. Haunted?
Yeah, I think I heard the same thing. But I mean, they're only rumors, right? We've worked here for years. Surely we would have noticed any spooky goings-on by now.
Well, this has taken an unexpected turn. A haunted theater? If Paimon were here, she'd probably be hiding behind me in fear right now.
I mean, I'm sure at this point Paimon is just extremely concerned.
Why don't we take this opportunity to look for clues again with a more open mind? Maybe a different perspective will help us see something different.
Very well. Whether it's criminals or ghosts we're looking for, the same rules apply. Everyone needs to tread carefully. I'll move the bodies into the same room for now.
All right. Okay. I think we're gonna end it here for the night. This is a stream that actually went longer than expected, and I am quite enjoying this story, not gonna lie. But we gotta get some rest, and then we can continue on Thursday night at 9, and continue with the story and see how this is gonna go. See how this plays out, because I think this is so very interesting. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. And I hope you're enjoying the story as much as I am, because I really am quite enjoying this. Anyways, thank you so